Hey guys, so I did a video that is titled The Key of G for acoustic guitar, and I gave a whole big intro as to why I'm doing this and why I'm showing you these things. I also had a slight disclaimer or caveat or whatever to music teachers and legit guitar players alike that I am purposefully showing different and easier ways to play some of the chords of this instrument because I'm just specifically helping people just get started on this. And so you can go back and watch all of that and hear all of my reasoning for why I'm doing this, but basically this one is going to be showing you the key of C. So as I had said before in the other video, what I always try to do is find an anchor point in most of the keys that I'm playing. So for the key of C, an anchor point means that you have one or two fingers that are kind of like either staying in one place or staying very similar in the shape of what you're playing. So in the key of C, that anchor point is going to be your pointer finger, and it's going to stay here the entire time. And this will just help. It'll make some of the chords a little bit different and some of them a little bit weird, but it'll help you because the reason that I'm trying to find anchor points is specifically for the purpose of being able to play and sing at the same time and not have to like look at your hands all the time, right? Or look where you're putting them. So I like the anchor points because then it helps me just kind of like be able to play because I'm only moving a couple fingers and I have that anchor point to reference, and I'm in the second fret here and the third fret here, right? So for the key of C, your pointer finger is going to be on the B string, the second highest string, highest as in like notes wise, but it's the second lowest on, vertically. So on the B string on the first fret, okay? So it's going to stay there forever, okay? So in the key of C, so like I said before, I'm mainly going to show you like 1, 4, 5, 6. That's mainly what worship songs are doing, is those chords. Sometimes you'll see a 2 here and there, but I'm just going to show you mainly 1, 4, 5, 6 because that's what we'll see most of the time. So in the key of C, so a C is going to be actually normal in this, even with the anchor point. So a C is that pointer finger where I said on the B string in the first fret. Your middle finger is going to be on the D string, second fret, and then your ring finger is going to be on the A string, third fret, okay? So it kind of makes like a diagonal line, and that's a normal C, okay? So that's going to be just a normal C, but then for the rest of the notes, or for the rest of the chords, you're going to keep this pointer finger there. Like I said, that's your anchor point. So C is normal, and then here's what you're going to do for G. For those of you who know the formal chord, this is technically going to make it a G suspended, but that's okay. You're going to take these two fingers, your middle and ring finger, and just put them up a string from where they were, both of them. So now your middle finger is on the B string, second fret, and your ring finger is on the low E string, third fret. And then what you're going to need to do is bring this pinky down all the way to the high E string, also on the third fret, okay? And this is like a little bit more difficult because you're using all 4 of these fingers. See, it's like even hard for me. You're going to need to make sure you press down on that so that you get that. But basically, you can go from C to G suspended, right? I can't even play it today. It's really bad. I like made the other video and now my fingers are tired. Okay, there. So that is formally a G suspended, but if you're keeping your anchor point, you can play the G that way. It's perfectly fine. There you go. So then, an A minor is going to also be normal because your anchor point stays the same. So your pointer finger is still on that B string, second or first fret, and then your ring finger is going to be, oh gosh, sorry, on the G string, 2nd fret, and your middle finger is going to be on the D string, 2nd fret, okay? So they're right beside each other there, and then your anchor point is still the same. So the A minor is like a normal A minor. Okay, so a normal C, a normal A minor, and then the G is a G suspended. There you go. And then now, this is the kind of the trickiest one, but also fun, an F. So again, there's like a formal way to play an F, and it involves like holding down 2 strings with 1 finger, and it's crazy. But the informal way of playing an F is very similar to the regular F. You just don't need to hold down this high. You don't need to. It's not essential. So you're going to keep your anchor point where it was, and then you're going to kind of walk down very similarly to a C, but just a little bit different. So your middle finger is going to be on the G string, 2nd fret, and then these 2 fingers are going to kind of lay across these 2 strings here. So your pinky finger is going to be on the D string, 3rd fret, and then your ring finger on the A string, 3rd fret. So you can kind of see that that's what they're doing there. So that's making a different sounding F, but it's still an F, okay? So then if I'm going between C and F, I'm just kind of moving ever so slightly. Makes it a little bit easier to kind of switch between things. So if I'm going from like C, for example, to F, like I said, sorry. Let's say I will go to A minor, and then to the G. Okay? So that, again, your anchor point on your pointer finger on the B string, 1st fret, is going to really help you in this key, because then again, like I said, you're not moving all your fingers, and once again, you're keeping them all within just these 2 frets here, and you're not having to look a ton, okay, and change too much. So as I said in the last video, the best thing that I'm going to be able to do for you is, instead of like sit here and play through a song and have you practice with me, the best practice that's going to be is your own time and energy, and taking these chords that I just showed you and really just first like just strumming through them until you get comfortable with changing them. And then take it song by song. Like I said, go online and find songs in the key of C. Especially, I would start with like things in 4/4, unless you're really good at rhythm and you can pick up 6/8 very quickly. But look up some songs in the key of C, and then just kind of play through them. Like I said, some resources online will have the chord over the word that it changes and stuff, and that would really help you. Our team, specifically Worship Online, is that way. If you scroll down on a song and the tutorials, you go past the videos, it'll have the lyrics with some chords. They're not always accurate. I'm not like hating on Worship Online or anything, but sometimes they're not always accurate, but it's a good starting point for you to kind of like look and see where they change, and kind of just get practicing changing where they happen, and then maybe practice along with the recording of the song and see if you can keep up with it. So that is the key of C. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try to help. Thanks.